Welcome to this short video that is going to be an introduction into our new Textiles GCSE.
You keep saying you got something for me.
The course we're going to have at John of Gaunt is a 2-year Edexcel GCSE Art Textiles course. It's divided into 3 projects. The first project is a guided project with a theme set by myself. Runs from September to April. The second project runs from April till Christmas of year 11, and a theme is set by myself, but the direction is guided by the student. From Christmas until about May, you have an exam project where the theme is set by the exam board, and the way the project is tackled is completely directed by the student, leading up to a 2-day exam where you create a large final piece around early May. We're really lucky in Art Textiles because we can explore kind of whichever themes we would like. So there's often a rotation of different themes that become relevant at the time, or we'd often listen to student voice about what themes they would be interested in. Themes that I've explored in the past are underwater theme, natural forms, fantastic and strange. I'm also passionately interested, though, myself in like the environmental impact that the fashion industry has. So I think there will definitely be some elements of a project that explores how, as young fashion designers and textile designers, we can make a positive impact to environmental issues. In the first project, there will be a huge emphasis based on skills. So some of you may come in and have some sewing or hand embroidery or sewing machine skills already, but if you don't have any, or if those skills are only in the beginning of being formed, then this is where we really ramp up a variety of different skills. So we'll look at a lot of hand embroidery techniques and hand sewing techniques, as well as teaching you how to use a sewing machine. We will look at a lot of fabric manipulation techniques, fabric dyeing, different ways to embellish, different ways to use threads. We'll also teach you some much more sort of practical elements like how to make different seams, sew buttons, do zips, and then actually how to create a piece like a garment or a cushion or something like that. Any of our art courses, and that includes textiles, takes dedicated students who want to work hard every lesson, students who want to work at home on their projects. From day one, 60% of your course starts straight away. So the weighting is 60% for the 2 coursework projects and 40% for the exam project. And that first 60% starts on day 1 of your course. So every piece of work, every lesson that you do, every piece of homework counts. It doesn't matter if you don't have a sewing machine at home. You know, we can provide you with a small pack of resources like threads and needles and things like that, and fabrics at school. You'll have the opportunity to use sewing machines in school if you need to, but the dedication to want to work outside of school is really, really important. There is going to be a lot of homework set on a course like this, where we have a lot of content to get through, and I want to teach you a lot of different skills. This isn't just about fashion, this course, it's about textiles and art. So much like the GCSE art or the GCSE photography, projects that you create have to have a whole journey. So we will look at exploring different artists, different designers, different textiles artists, but maybe even, different filmmakers, painters, photographers that inspire you. The courses and the projects are divided into kind of different sections. So they're called the assessment objectives. There's 4 of them, and they cover areas that include artist research and analysis. So sometimes we'd be looking at that, coming up with ideas for your own projects and how that can develop. We also look at experimenting with lots of different materials and ways to design different outcomes. And then there's a big element on reviewing and refining and analysing your own work and the work of others. And then kind of the last part of that is like exploring a final piece, a final outcome, and developing, trialing lots of different things before you get to one final outcome. There is a written element to the course. You do have to sort of write about what you've been doing, what you've enjoyed, how you would improve your work. But that is minimal perhaps compared to other subjects. The one major part of the course where you would do writing is writing about artists and designers, evaluating their work and analysing what they have done and how it's inspired you. After your GCSE, you would be able to do an A-level in art textiles or textiles design. You would also be able to get onto BTECs or sort of more college courses that were textiles, design, art textiles, but you would also be able to move and fluctuate between the kind of more creative like art as well, because you would still learn some of the skills like with drawing would still be in there and things like that. After that, you would be able to go to university to do foundations or art courses, fashion design, textile design, surface and pattern design. There's a real wide range of creative courses that you would be able to access. In the UK, our design and creative industries are massive, earning millions of pounds a year for our country. So there's obvious routes into like sort of fashion design, but within that, there's not just being a fashion designer, there's working for those design houses, pattern cutters, supporting as textile designers, print design, fabric design. But you could also, work for buying and selling in the fashion industry or textiles industry. You could work in interior design. You could become self-employed as an arts and crafts person, designing your own wares to sell to other people. I'm really, really passionate about art textiles, actually being creative generally. It started for me when I was younger, learning from my mum how to use a sewing machine. And when I was a teenager, I'd make quite a lot of my own creations and garments. Then a few years ago, before teaching here, I led and taught textiles at a different school, and that really sort of embedded my passion for teaching textiles to students. One of the things I love most about it is supporting people to realise their intentions, their ideas. So from a design to an actual finished garment or cushion, and it's really, really exciting to kind of see those really beautiful final pieces on display and to have helped a student through that journey. To find out more, of course, you can come and speak to me or one of the art team. But I'm going to put a few links into this presentation that you could follow and have a bigger research into the course or the fashion textiles design industry.
Start walking.